I am back with another video in the house. Apartment. I don't live in a house. This video is going into my top 5 series. I did another top 5 lip colors for summer, and this one is not season based or anything, even though I love making season based videos. But this is my top 5 drugstore foundations because I love foundations and I love drugstore foundations. I don't really have to really venture into high-end specifically for anything besides eyeshadows. Everything else I think is kind of a luxury. I think everything else at the drugstore is on par. And I think the drugstore has some fantastic foundations. I'm here to show you my top 5 in no particular order, and they're all a little bit different. Every single one I believe is a different brand. Huh, that's cool. Yay for lots of brand love. I'm gonna start from the thinnest, I think, to the thickest and more full coverage. So my first is the one I'm wearing right now, and I'm a lot tanner than I usually am right now because I was spending some time at the beach in the mountains, you know. And I believe this is the thinnest one, and is the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Spotless. My pros to this is just so weightless. Oh my gosh, it's like putting air on your skin. It comes with a dropper like that, and it is just so thin. It literally drops out of here like water, and it's like putting water on your face. But the best pro about it, I feel like I'm putting nothing on me. Thinness to the max. But the best part about it is the coverage is amazing. It's so thin, but it puts such a pretty layer, a natural layer on your face. It is awesome. I love it. Now my con to this is that although I love how thin it is and it is so beautiful wearing on the skin, it gives you like a medium coverage that you can build it up to, is that it is so lacking in the color department. This is the lightest shade there is. It's in the shade light, and it is dark as heck. Like, I can only use it at the peak of the summer. Otherwise, it's just too dark. And I only believe it comes in 3 colors, light, medium, and dark. And the light is way too dark for how I look normally. I can barely ever use this, but when I do get a chance to use it, I'm so excited because it's like putting a cloud on my face. Another con to it is it's pretty pricey. It's about $14 or $15. I can only really find it at CVS. I never see it at Ulta or other places Physicians Formula is carried. It's like in a line that you have to like really go looking for. Or maybe that I sell it at Ulta and I never see it at CVS. I believe that's it. Go me. But yeah, this is one of my favorites to use in the summertime. Another very thin foundation that I think is incredible is the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation SPF 20. Also thin as water. It's so thin and drippy, but the coverage is awesome. You can build it up to a medium coverage, and my favorite way to apply this is actually with my hands. Now, I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Like, what is that? It's not a dropper or anything. It's just a weird... The applicator is like really weird. But also another super thin, feathery thin foundation that the coverage is awesome and it builds up so nicely. I actually use this when I go to the beach and I throw it on with my fingers because it just blends so evenly and so fast, and it's SPF 20. So I wear it when I go to the beach, so it gives me a nice even coverage of foundation, but it doesn't feel thick and it doesn't feel heavy, and it gives me the sun protection I need. This, instead of the Physicians Formula, which is also very thin, has a much better color range. It's also like $5 to $6 cheaper. This is around like $9 at Walmart, I believe you can get it. So yeah, it is. I have it in the shade 10 Porcelain Ivory, so it comes in much lighter colors, and it's very easy to work with, and I love the finish it gives. My next favorite is a little bit more controversial because everybody loves the Revlon Color Stay, but I hate the Revlon Color Stay. It breaks me out so bad, and I feel like it's like putting liquid cement on my face. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. But a more controversial one that I love and is in my top 5 is the Revlon Photo Ready. Now, everybody says they hate this because it has little flecks of shimmer in it that for me are barely noticeable unless I really go out in the sun. So this is much more of a summer foundation for me in terms of the flecks of shimmer, but I hardly ever notice them. I only notice them in the hardcore sunlight and they don't bother me. I think this is such a nice that you can really kind of get this to a full coverage foundation. And my favorite part about it is the color range is pretty awesome. One part about it that I like, it works so well for me in terms of bridal makeup because of the pretty photo ready. It does have SPF in it, and usually I hate that, but I've used this on 3 brides and they've always liked it, and all the pictures have come out really well. I did it for my sister, my cousin, and my other cousin, and it was awesome, the pictures. I really like the way it came out. So you can kind of see the shimmer in it, but I like that luminous, and it reminds me so much of the CoverGirl new one they came out with, the Stay Luminous foundation, but this was here first before that came out. So everyone's going crazy about it and kind of knocked on this one, and I think this one's better because I think the Stay Luminous smells like a wet dog. Just my opinion. But yeah, definitely one of my top. My next top is one that I wanted to try for so long, but I never could because it came so dark. They never came light enough for me. So my number 4, even though this is in no particular order, once they expanded to the bottle, is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation. Everyone always raved about this on YouTube, but the lightest color, color 100, that they sold it before when it came in the squeeze tube, was so dark. Oh my Lanta, I could never pull that off. I always wanted to try it because for years and years and years I saw people rave about it. Finally, a couple months ago, I noticed, I kind of blew it off, and then I was looking at it and I noticed that this color is in 91 Light Ivory now that it comes in the bottle. So I ripped it right off the shelf and I was like, finally, a shade lighter than what it used to be. So they definitely broadened their horizons in terms of the colors that you can get. So this foundation, the one con about it is there is no pump. Hate when there is not a pump. It really bothers me, and I know it bothers a lot of people because I just feel like I overuse it and I already never get enough, or I'm like digging in there with my finger and just like, just come with a pump, Jesus. So the thing I love about this is you can really get this to being a really full coverage foundation without that gross full coverage feel. This for me is awesome for times when it's, you know, getting close to that time of the month and my skin is inflamed and crazy, and I can put this on my face and I feel like I'm spackling my face nice so that it looks nice, but it doesn't feel like I'm spackling my face. So that's what I really like about this, and it gives a nice full even coverage and it looks natural. That's what I like. Woo! Last but not least is the foundation, the only foundation I used all last year. I was working a job where I wasn't making that much money. Oh, the other good thing about the Rimmel thing is it's not that pricey. It's like $7.99. But anyway, on to the next one. I used this all last year. I literally have like 5 bottles of it in my drawer because I always lose one and I have to buy it again because it was the only foundation I used last year, and it is the CoverGirl Outlast 3-in-1 foundation. Now I know everybody talks about this, but I should be like a spokesperson for this foundation. I used this all last year, and I worked a job that was a little more formal because I was a stage manager and my shows were kind of more of a formal occasion show, and I always used this, and it always looked good. This is a full coverage foundation. No matter what, it was full coverage, natural looking. I feel like I can make it look matte if I want to with certain products. Other products I can make it look dewy. I love that about this. I just think it's such a versatile foundation. It has SPF in it, sunscreen, and I have my color in 805. It's just an 805. I believe this is the lightest color, but this just works for me so well. The reason I just have stopped reaching for it a lot is I've been able to broaden my horizons in terms of foundations because I'm making a little bit more money. And secondly, it's summer and I'm not really that into full coverage. I'm into the more watered down feeling foundations in the summer. And this is very, very thick. And I wore it all last summer. I love it, but I'm just really into those really light and watery foundations. But all last year, only foundation I used. I just dropped it. And it has a pump. It is $10 to $13 depending on where you get it. So it's a little bit more pricey. I don't know when the drugstore became so expensive. Am I the only person who remembers like rolling into Kmart in 8th grade and buying a foundation for like $4 that wasn't Wet n Wild or NYC? Because I certainly miss those days. But yeah, this last year was definitely my favorite foundation. It's definitely in my top 5. Very versatile, awesome coverage, full coverage, thick without feeling thick on your skin. Awesome, 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 awesome. So yeah, those are my top 5. They're all for different reasons. Some of them I like for how thin they feel. Some of them I like for their color. Some of them I like for their luminosity. Other ones I like for certain times of the month to use without looking crazy and gooky on my face and cakey. Those are definitely my top 5. I'm sure I'll find next year top 5 that I like more because some of these are new to me. The Physicians Formula, the Maybelline, and the Rimmel one are new to me, but not new. I've been using them for like a year. I'm just talking in terms of like last year, what was my favorites. So the Revlon and the CoverGirl 3-in-1 are definitely my favorites for a long time, if that makes any difference to you guys, as in terms of what are my recent favorites and what my old tried and true goodies are. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I know I probably should have stated this at the beginning of the video, but I am a very dry skinned person. I know it probably doesn't look like it right now because it is 10 million degrees outside and I have some highlighter on, but I'm a naturally very dry skinned person. Usually don't ever get oily unless it's like 2 million degrees outside and I'm sitting with no air conditioning, which is what I'm doing right now. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're having an awesome summer. I know it's going to be August soon, and that's pretty crazy to me. But the fall is coming. Fall is coming. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day. Bye! This girl is not